From the dawn of navigation, sailors have whispered tales of a place where ships vanish, compasses spin wildly, and the laws of nature seem to bend. A place shrouded in mystery and fear, where the vastness of the ocean meets the unknown. We know it as the Bermuda Triangle. For centuries it has captivated our imaginations and haunted our dreams. Today we delve into some of the most perplexing incidents linked to this enigmatic expanse. These are stories of unexplained disappearances, baffling radio transmissions, and ghostly vessels that defy explanation. Prepare yourself, for these are not tales for the faint of heart. Stay with me until the very end, when we'll explore the most chilling account of them all, one that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the Bermuda Triangle. December 5, 1945, a clear sunny day in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 5 Grumman TBM Avenger torpedo bombers designated Flight 19 take off on a routine training mission. These young men, fresh from the victories of World War II, were prepared for anything. But they were not prepared for what they were about to encounter. As Flight 19 flew east over the Atlantic, their instruments began to malfunction. Their compasses spun erratically, the horizon seemed to shift, and their once familiar training grounds became a labyrinth of disorientation. The lead pilot's voice, strained with confusion, crackled over the radio. "We seem to be off course. Everything is wrong. Even the ocean doesn't look right." Hours passed, and the transmissions grew more desperate. The voices of the young pilots, once confident, now trembled with fear as darkness enveloped them. Then, silence. A chilling silence that stretched across the airwaves. A silence that spoke volumes about the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle. A massive search effort yielded nothing. No wreckage, no debris, no answers. Flight 19, along with its 14 men, had vanished into thin air. March 4, 1918. World War I raged across Europe, and the United States Navy relied heavily on its fleet of cargo ships to transport vital supplies. One such vessel, the massive collier USS Cyclops, embarked on a routine voyage from Barbados to Norfolk, Virginia. Laden with manganese ore and a crew of 309 men, the Cyclops was a formidable vessel, seemingly impervious to the perils of the sea. Days turned into weeks, and the Cyclops never arrived at its destination. No distress signals were received, no wreckage was ever found. It was as if the massive ship had simply vanished into thin air, swallowed whole by the vastness of the Atlantic. Theories abound, from rogue waves to German U-boats, but none fully explain the Cyclops' silent disappearance. This incident remains the single largest loss of life in the history of the U.S. Navy, not directly attributed to combat. Was it simply a tragic accident, or did something more sinister befall the Cyclops and its doomed crew? December 22, 1967. Just off the coast of Miami, Florida, the luxury cabin cruiser Witchcraft, captained by experienced sailor Burke, set sail for a leisurely Christmas light cruise. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an ethereal glow upon the water, Burke radioed the Coast Guard. He reported striking something submerged, possibly a barely visible buoy, but assured them there was no immediate danger. He simply needed a tow back to port. The Coast Guard swiftly dispatched a cutter to the Witchcraft's reported location, a mere mile from the coast. Yet, upon their arrival, they were met with an eerie silence. The Witchcraft had vanished. Despite an extensive search covering hundreds of square miles, no trace of the vessel, Burke, or his guest were ever found. How could a well-equipped yacht, just a stone's throw from shore, disappear so completely and without a trace? The mystery of the Witchcraft continues to baffle investigators, adding another chilling chapter to the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. The high seas have long been a breeding ground for legends, and few are as unsettling as the tale of the Ellen Austin. In the late 19th century, the Ellen Austin, a sturdy American merchant ship, sailed through the Sargasso Sea, a region often considered an eerie extension of the Bermuda Triangle. There, amidst the tangled seaweed and eerie calm, her crew spotted a sight that sent shivers down their spines, a seemingly abandoned brigantine drifting aimlessly. Boarding the derelict vessel, the crew found signs of recent activity, but not a soul on board. Supplies were stocked, cargo intact, but the ship's logbook lay open, its final entry unfinished, as if abruptly interrupted. Determined to claim their prize, the captain of the Ellen Austin decided to tow the mysterious ship back to port. Days later, a fierce storm engulfed both vessels. When the seas calmed, the tow line had snapped, and the brigantine was nowhere to be seen. They eventually found it again, adrift and just as eerily empty as before. The Ellen Austin's crew, shaken to their core, left the ghost ship to its watery grave, forever haunted by their encounter with the unknown. In the aftermath of World War II, a new era of air travel emerged, connecting continents and shrinking the world. Yet, even the promise of progress couldn't escape the shadow of the Bermuda Triangle. On January 30th, 1948, the British South American Airways passenger plane Star Tiger, en route from Santa Maria in the Azores to Bermuda, vanished without a trace. Despite clear weather and regular radio contact, the Star Tiger simply ceased communication, its last position a chillingly close proximity to the heart of the triangle. No distress calls, no wreckage, no answers. The disappearance of the Star Tiger sent shockwaves through the aviation world, raising unsettling questions about the safety of air travel over the region. Less than a year later, on January 17, 1949, tragedy struck again. The Star Ariel, a sister aircraft of the Star Tiger, disappeared under eerily similar circumstances. This time the plane vanished while flying from Bermuda to Kingston, Jamaica. Again, no mayday calls, no wreckage, just an unsettling silence where a plane carrying 20 souls once soared. The Bermuda Triangle, a place where reality seems to blur with the fantastical, where the sea whispers tales of mystery and loss. We've journeyed through time, revisiting chilling accounts of vanished ships and planes, their stories forever etched in the annals of maritime lore. Are these tragedies merely coincidences, explained away by natural phenomena, human error, or perhaps something more? Are they whispers of forces beyond our understanding lurking beneath the waves, waiting to claim their next victims? The answer, my friends, remains elusive, shrouded in the same mist of mystery that cloaks the triangle itself. What do you believe? Share your thoughts, your theories, your fears in the comments below.